Hey guys, so this is Donkey here again. So yesterday I was going to be getting on stream, right? So I could play me some more Baldur's Gate 3. When I see none other than Runescape 3 pop up on there, just right in front of my face. And I was like, oh, that sounds neat. Growing up, I used to play Runescape all the time, like old school Runescape. I would get on to, I would get on to like the public library computers if I had the time at the library, or I'd go home and play when I had the chance, things like that. I would just play this all the time. This was like one of the games I played constantly. And even just last year, I tried to do a hardcore Iron Man, which,
Hey, just kind of chill out for a second. Hold on.
to say the least, didn't go so great. But I remember trying to play RuneScape 3 when it like first came out. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it like coming out. I decided I want to give it a try, and I tried it and hated it. And I honestly at this point don't remember why. I remember like I did the combat and such, which I think I felt was just too intricate. Like I think I thought it was like just too intricate for RuneScape, and it was not the thing I was looking for. So I decided to play some more old school RuneScape, then got bored with old school RuneScape again and moved on with my life and played other things. But now, to get onto this, like now I've seen RuneScape 3 on Steam, and like it weirdly excited me enough to be like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do it. So I installed it onto my Steam, loaded up, make myself a new account, and here I am playing on an Iron Man. And I am fucking loving it. And it's strange to me to say that because, like I said, just not that long ago, maybe a year ago, I tried to play old school RuneScape again. And again, played hardcore Iron Man. Didn't go so great as you guys saw in that clip. And I didn't go back. I didn't. I couldn't bring myself to do it again. I had grinded myself up to I think maybe level 20 or so. I think that's what I was there, and I died in a really stupid way. It put a bad taste in my mouth, and I just couldn't bring myself to go back again. I said, screw it, I don't really want to. But now here I am playing this, just feeling like it's just the right amount of AFKable while also enjoying it to the extent that I want to keep playing. Like, I love Baldur's Gate 3. I do not regret picking it up, but right now this is actually having me put off Baldur's Gate 3 to play a free-to-play game. A free-to-play game that almost has me wanting to buy a membership. Here's the thing, like, that's one of my favorite things about it right now, is that, all those, like, members things, like, some of these are still members only, like this one, I don't actually even know what that is. I don't know what that one is. I think I could click on it and it'll tell me. Yeah. But so, things that I'm used to being members only, like I believe Fletching was members only. I had to take a breath there. So like Fletching was members only. Oh, Thievery is members only. It even says member skill, but you can see I have it at level 3 right now. Herbalism is members only, but I believe I can actually go level that if I find the right herbs. Farming's members only, but I bet you if I went over to the farming patch, which I think is here somewhere, I could probably level it up to level 5. We had looked it up on my stream last night and found out that, yeah, you can level up these member skills up to level 5. It's not super large, but it's something, right? Like, it's still... Oh, my crafting's level 10 now, cool. But it's still something. And it gives you that nice little bit of a taste to understand what it is for people that are brand new, which is something old school RuneScape just didn't have. Like, if you wanted to know what the members could do, if you wanted to see what all stuff they got, you had to go pay for that membership. And like me as a kid playing RuneScape, I wasn't old enough to have a job, and so I had to rely on my parents who didn't think I needed the membership. They didn't want to pay for it. So it took a long time before I even got to see any of the member stuff, and it was like the greatest thing ever to me. But as time went on, I got over it because there was other things that came out. I was just more interested in other stuff then. And now here I am wanting to do it all over again. I've been for the past couple of days now, like I'm only at level 21 now, combat level. I'm sure you guys probably already noticed that. Oh, but like here I am, even just in the starting area, there's so much stuff I actually keep teleporting back. There are so many changes to this, so many different things that I'm finding really fun. Like the fact that I can hit T. I don't have to have a leveled up mage skill to teleport to different places now. There may still be something for that, though I don't see it. But the fact that I can just go to Lumbridge and be all like, hey, there's a lodestone there. Click and look, now I can teleport to Lumbridge anytime I need to. Same thing for Varrock. It's a nice quality of life. That's what I'm looking for. It's a nice quality of life change that makes things easier on you, makes it less tedious, so you don't have to walk everywhere. I got so tired of having to walk from Lumbridge all the way up to Varrock. And when I went back to old school RuneScape, talking about that again, when I went back to that, there I was all the time, I would teleport to Lumbridge and run my happy ass all the way back up to Varrock, because otherwise I need to level up my mage skill, which I didn't really feel like doing at the time. I wanted to level up my melee for whatever reason. Let's see if we can get some beef. I need to get that. But you had to level up your mage skill to get to the right level, and then you could teleport to Varrock. Before that, you had to run up there like every time. So it's great. It's nice to know that is something you can do now. The combat is pretty satisfying, at least in my opinion. Like it's way better to me than just walking up and hoping you hit. Like that's still, I guess, in essence what it is. Essentially, you're still just hoping it hits and watching the numbers, but like there's all these extra skills and such that I'm sure there's more intricateness to it than what I've been doing with it, which is absolutely nothing. I've just been kind of, watching. I've just been watching as my skills get used and be like, oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool. And I'm fine with that. Being able to AFK to an extent and watch the fight and still feel engaged is nice. It's not like time to name drop Raid Shadow Legends and such, where the auto battling is just so boring to watch. I actually actively want to watch the fights to some extent. And if I get bored, I can still just throw up my Netflix and do whatever. Hell, I've been leveling up my mining, just mostly AFK, because they added it where you can just run up to a node and just mine it all the time. Like it's not gotta fight all these people for one iron node because you want to go do all this stuff. Like my iron stuff was really easy to get this time around. Like typically it's at least a little more annoying for me. Either I have to go buy it, or if I want to forge it, it takes forever because I have to fight people for iron nodes. But no, I just walk on up to whatever node, just all I gotta do is, go on over to the mine over here. This one doesn't have iron, it's just copper and tin because it's the starting area. But you just go on in, be like, do. Hey, look, I want some copper, and just click and let your guy go to town. And you just kind of sit there and let them do it. Like, critical swing. I'm high enough level. I think I'm just going to keep getting that for the most part. Now they have like a stamina bar thing going on here. So like you hit it, then your guy will wipe the sweat. Then you hit it, then he'll wipe the sweat. If you want that to reset, you'll go off of it, click it again. Resets the stamina. There may be a more efficient way that I don't know of, but I'm brand new to RuneScape 3, so I'm not really sure. But it's nice. I don't need any of that, so we're done clicking on that. They have these ore boxes now, which is super cool. Like this iron ore box. So, I can inspect that, and it tells you exactly your ore box is empty. I have my chat closed because I'm not talking to people. I don't have a reason to. So, you can fill up an ore box now, rather than being, oh, look, here's a set of like 28, I think it is, for inventory. Here's a set of 28 ore. Then let me go all the way up the stairs, run all the way back over to the bank, deposit it, run all the way back, and do it again. No, now you just keep doing that. Like you could fill up like to 120 of like the copper, or for the bronze, it's like 120 copper, 120 tin, and maybe more for the iron box. I don't know. But then you just run on out here. You can smelt it. We're not going to do that, obviously, because I don't have the tin and I don't feel like grabbing it. You just go and smelt it. And it smelts all of it in the box. You don't have to fill up the inventory, smelt it, fill up the inventory, smelt it. Then you go over to this is great. You go over to the anvil. And you just load it up Like, look at this. I don't have 81 bronze bars in my inventory, but I can use 81 bronze bars to make stuff because I've loaded it up into this. Like, maybe it may actually be in your bank. I'm not certain, but like, all I know is it was in my inventory. I threw it in there, and that's where it's been sitting. So I can go to any anvil now and do that. They have this whole heat forge thing going on now, which adds a little more. Just a little more to the smithing instead of just walk over and smack, 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 make the item, smack, 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 make the item. Now it's, you need to like, if you want to efficiently make it, you need to go over and be like, okay, I want to make my bronze mace. Boom, begin project. So it's gonna heat it up in there. So you see that little stamina bar thing going on, like the heat bar now or whatever. Then you go over to the anvil, and you can watch as the bar goes down and the creation goes up. Once the heat runs out, it runs at a slower pace to make it. You can still just stand there and let it do it, but it's gonna go super slow. There's not a whole lot of reason. Oh boy, I got an achievement for making a bronze mace. Don't care. Get rid of it. Don't need it. Could probably sell it, but I don't really want to bother. But it's just, I'm amazed that after all these years of having played RuneScape on and off, I actually feel excited to keep coming back and playing some more. I guess this is probably dragging on, but it just, if you've seen it on Steam now, like it's just seeing it on Steam like enticed me enough to try it again. If you happen to see it on Steam and you're curious about it, I would honestly advise at least giving it a try again. Like Runescape 3, I had like at least one person in my stream last night, one of my semi-regulars. He came in and he personally prefers RuneScape 3. He was talking about how he prefers it. He'll stick with that. Like me, he prefers old school RuneScape. I'm sorry. He prefers old school RuneScape compared to RuneScape 3. Me, I don't think I'd actually want to go back personally. I think I'm gonna keep playing this. I may very well even consider getting myself a membership. They're like $11 a month now, which is, I'm sorry, Jagex, a little ridiculous to me. I remember growing up and it being like, I remember when I was growing up, it was like $7 a month or something. Like, I guess it's not that much more, but it's crazy for me to think about it. It's like almost the same price of a WoW membership, which also I feel is overpriced. Sorry, Blizzard, but it really is. Some of you out there probably don't think so, but I do. Anyway, just kind of going on at that point. I know it. I thought that's how you. Oh no, right. I'm an idiot. But so like if you're on the fence or you're thinking about it, maybe this will like help you decide. Maybe you want to give it a go. It's neat. Like, look at all these people just in the starting area, and there's actually like plenty of reason it seems to come back over here. Hell, they've even added in like more little like bank boxes. It seems like, Lumbridge actually has like this little, I guess it's supposed to be like a little members area. I don't know, but like I can go in it, and that's where I was leveling up my thievery. So I was like, but there's a nice little like easy to access like just bank box sitting out there instead of having to run all the way to the top of the Lumbridge castle. They have this little dungeon thing, right? Like they got this little like dungeon thing going on under Lumbridge now, which I remember when they added one in that what is that, the Fortress of Security, I think is what it's called, in like old school RuneScape, right? They added that like Fortress of Security or whatever that was like right under the barbarian camp, and like you'd go there and level up, and as you're going lower it increases the levels. Well, it's a very similar thing here, very similar setup. There's a little quest to get in there, and then once it's opened up, you can just kind of go down there whenever. Like that's how I was actually leveling up my, that's how I was leveling up my combat levels for a good while there last night on stream. Just end up going down here, and they have this little like catacombs thing going on where there's a whole bunch of different creatures going from cockroaches all the way up to like spell casting corpse wizards or something. And then you get to the very end where there's like a little boss you can fight. Once you beat the boss, like they all have these, like a good portion of these have like little statues you can pick up and sell them later for like going from like 100 all the way up to 1,000 increasingly as you pick up all the statues. There's a little there's mask pieces from killing all the creatures. That's what this mask is I'm wearing. I actually like the look of this mask, especially with the iron armor. I like this a lot better than the iron helmet. So like I thought that was really neat. It looks good. The graphical updates they have to the game look nice to me. Like I'm sure plenty of people are probably to some extent like, you know, very nostalgic to the old school RuneScape style, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like the old school RuneScape style. I think it's a very nice thing to go look back at. But on the same hand, you know, like, it's nice to see what they've done with the game. It's I'm sure there's probably even like new updates and such, like new updates to like quests and such that, like, I haven't even looked at the quests. I'm at level 20. Typically by now I've done at least a few quests to get my combat level up and such and get myself some various XP. I haven't even bothered. I've been having fun just doing combat, and hell, they have this whole thing that, while I'm sure it'll get tedious eventually for me, they have this whole like yak trail thing. I know there's like a whole microtransaction thing in this or whatnot. I don't know how bad it is now. I seem to recall people talked about how bad it was before. I don't really know. I haven't experienced it. But like, there's this yak track thing, right? Like, I got that. I don't even know where. It just popped up for me. But like, it's these extra little mission things you can do to unlock. I'm assuming it's cosmetics. I'm assuming. I could be wrong. But so, you know, like right now I'm on stage 5. I'm on step 5, where my task is either playing 15 mini games or smelting 1,000 bars. I've been doing the 1,000 bars. I've been leveling up my smithing and smelting anyway, so there's no reason not to. And you can, you know, you even get like some skips. I don't know how you get more of them. I guess earned task skips too. So I guess you can buy them or you can earn them. I don't know how you earn more of them, but you can at least do that. If it wants to let me go up, come on. Oh, I just roll my mouse. But it's like, it'll let you jump to the next one. You know, like this one's that. You can jump to like mining and fire making, crafting and rune crafting. Like my first one, like what I did was I went and did a whole bunch of wood cutting. So I went and cut down like 405 trees, or like got 405 wood anyway is what I had to do. I wanted to level my wood cutting anyway, so it worked out. Like me leveling up right now, it works out because I'm wanting to level these skills anyway, so it's giving me a reason to go do it. This was like kill 206 monsters. Fine, or like 260 or something. Fine, I'm killing things anyway. I was grinding out my levels. Yak story, that was super easy. Come back over here and talk to the mechanic yak, and boom, it was done. I got this Echo cosmetic overrides. I don't even know what to do with it, but I got it. Look at it. I feel satisfied because I got it. Fuck it. So I guess I'm just kind of droning on at this point, but I really like this game. Like I've gone on, let's see, we're going on 17 minutes now of me just going on about a game. That I have played dozens of times over. I don't know, like I've played it so many times. I've had so many characters, replayed through it so much that I never really thought I'd go back to this, but I'm having a lot of fun and I don't regret it. After I'm done with this, I'm probably going to go ahead and go stream, and like when I stream, I'm very likely going to play some more of this. It may not be the most interesting content for some people, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun sitting down, talking to people, and just smacking some cows in the face. Fuck you, cow. And that's all there is to it. It's honestly it's a good game. I am willing to keep playing it. I'm willing to potentially pay a membership later. I like the new like design. They've added enough stuff to make it feel nice and fresh to me. I like this area. It's a very big clusterfuck of stuff, but it's the proper clusterfuck of stuff that still looks okay to me. And it gives me a reason to come back because it's so easy for me to do all the crafting stuff and such where I need to. Let me level up my skills where I want to. It may not have higher level stuff here, but I could still come back and smelt at my furnaces and such, or use the pottery or whatnot. Like, because the bank is right here. Everything is so close by that I honestly feel like it might be easier for me to just come here and do all my crafting when I want to compared to going elsewhere. It's nice. Lumbridge has that new dungeon. I'm sure there's probably other ones that are littered around the map that I haven't seen yet. There's, like I said, I'm assuming probably new quests. These little pets are fun. I got Boomer here. That's right. Okay, Boomer. He's following me around and he says little things like, oh, you know, hard work's never been my thing, or I could have swung as hard as that. You know, you can even just sit in here and talk to him if you want to. Talk to Boomer. I'm right behind you. Puns. Hey, Boomer, how are you feline today? ... Yeah, there you go. Ha, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Yeah, it's just fun little shit. Okay. Goodbye, Boomer. But, you know, it's good. It's good. That's all there really is to it. Long story short, going on 20 minutes now. This is fucking long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a long rant of me just talking about this game, but it's good. I don't know how I'm going to feel here in 30, 40, 50 levels. Like, I don't even know what the cap level is anymore. But I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I don't know if I'm going to switch off of Iron Man and do something else or whatnot, but I like it. It's solid. If you have thought about trying it, just do it. I haven't felt compelled to buy anything. Honestly, there's not even anything popping in my face other than this upgrade button right here. That, well, actually, I want to, you can't see that. But, you know, it pops up with me to Jagex or whatever to go buy a membership if I want to. So, it's good. Give it a try. That's my opinion. Give it a try. Look at it. See where it takes you. Maybe, like me, you'll find that this is a really fun game for you. And you'll actually want... I don't even know what this is doing because I have my chat closed. You know, maybe you'll find that it's something you want to keep doing, just like me. Anyway, on that note, guys, if you made it to the end of this, you guys are crazy. This just been me ranting and fanning about a nostalgic game of mine. Love it, hate it, whatever the case is. If you like it, like it. If you don't, don't. If you want to subscribe. If you don't. I don't really care. I appreciate you guys watching. It's been fun. I hope some of you might even have gotten pushed over the edge to give it a try and see what else is out there now. Maybe not. If not, that's fine. It's not for you. Not everybody's up for it. Whatever. Regardless, you guys have fun, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, this is Donkey out to play more RuneScape 3 as the wonderful DonkeyBrigade.